Wrestling is like music.
And there's a takedown.
Within a song, there is rhythm and flow. So too in a wrestling match.
Keep that leg!
Oh, that was beautiful.
But every once in a while, a style comes around that changes the game. And for both wrestling and music, they just happen to share the same name.
He brought the funk right there, boys.
This is the story of funk.
There's back points, and there's the funk of Askren.
It's a style that you don't really see coming. You don't know what that next step is.
This is where Keegan O'Toole has really excelled.
It's not necessarily move to move, it's what's going on in between.
This is what Askren likes to do.
There were so many college wrestling coaches that were saying, nope.
I've seen Ben Askren perfect this style, and then now Keegan's coming as the protege, and the style just keeps growing.
Let's go. Grab a partner. Come on. Hey, let's just add another. Keegan does this well. It's similar.
The story of funk wrestling begins here at the University of Missouri 21 years ago with the man who had become the style's OG.
Ben Askren from Heartland, Wisconsin.
When Ben first got here, he was this chubby kid that wasn't very athletic. He was one of the worst athletes in my program.
My first year, like what I was doing on a more basic level wasn't working. So where is my opportunity? At that point in time, if I shot a high crotch and I got past your head and your hands and you didn't sprawl me, you pretty much just fell over. And so to me, that was where I saw a huge myriad of possibilities. I can continue to wrestle in some type of way that gives me a better chance of winning than just conceding the position.
I saw what he was doing, and he was putting people in positions they weren't used to, and that's how he formed this style.
This unorthodox scrambling style would earn its moniker during Askren's junior season at the 2006 NCAA Wrestling Championships.
Wait till you see this, folks. 174 pounds, Ben Askren of Missouri, Jake Herbert of Northwestern.
My buddies made these shirts that had my face on it and said funky. I actually thought it was dumb, but they went with it, and you guys put them on camera.
Look at the Ben Askren fan club, guys.
He put Herbert on his back, his foot's by his ear, and he's holding his wrist.
And there's the funk of Askren, able to get criteria for back points, and he was able to hold them.
In that match, I pretty much think that's the only way I scored, right, was off of some form of unorthodox wrestling or scrambling or funk.
And now back points again for Askren.
I mean, it was literally every point I scored.
What a performance by Ben Askren.
Congratulations to Brian Smith and Missouri, your first NCAA title.
It just caught fire across the U.S. Coaches wanting to learn it, it just took off from there.
Askren would repeat as NCAA champion in the 174-pound class in 2007.
He deserves to take a bow.
4 years later, he would open the Askren Wrestling Academy in his hometown of Heartland, Wisconsin. In 2012, a local kid named Keegan O'Toole walked in the door.
I remember my first scramble camp that I ever went to. It was the craziest thing I ever done. I'm like, this is not normal. But then as you learn, they become moves, and then your brain just starts to chain them together.
You know, some stubborn kids, you gotta tell them suckers 50 times before they start doing something. You know, him, it might be once, and then all of a sudden, not only does he start trying it, like I might see it in a match next week.
O'Toole saw great improvement, stacking up wins, and ultimately becoming a four-time Wisconsin high school state champion. When it came time to choose a college, the choice was clear. What influence did Ben have on your decision to attend Missouri?
A lot. Not that he wanted me to go here, but I just knew that he went here. I saw the success they had. Coach Smith was just the guy I wanted to wrestle for, and I wanted him to kind of mentor me.
See that? Feel how I pull your lap?
With Smith having coached the original funk wrestler and O'Toole having been trained by him, The combination made for instant success at the 165-pound weight class.
Freshman year, I took 3rd place.
But this is where O'Toole does a really good job. He's a great scrambler.
And sophomore year, I won my first national title.
And Keegan O'Toole is a Missouri national champion.
I'd say everybody's not used to the funk, and so it's really hard to defend. You know, a lot of people drill the same move perfect. They drill perfect high C this way, until Keegan O'Toole sits the corner and puts you into a position you've never been in.
We go to 165, a matchup of former national champions David Carr and Keegan O'Toole.
All right, so the move that I'm going to show I did in the 2023 National Finals was a scramble move from a low single. I was already in the top position. My partner, or the person I was wrestling, got in on this low ankle. I went to lock in the crotch, and I rolled him through, and I split right in the middle. I came up on top, and I got a 2 count for back points to go up 7-2 and win my 2nd national title.
Unbelievable job of scrambling.
In 2024, O'Toole was 20 seconds away from a three-peat at 165. But he found out no wrestling style is unbeatable.
Drive, he's got to drive.
That's 3.
Wow.
That's 3 by David Carr.
Wow.
The losses didn't hurt his career. It helped his career because he grew. He got better from it.
This season, O'Toole has moved up to 174 pounds. The same class, dominated by the godfather of funk.
What a performance by Ben Askren.
And now the style that was once a funky anomaly will be the groove that plays in nearly every weight class at this year's NCAA championships.
The way I view wrestling is you should have as many tools as possible. So you want this gigantic toolbox, so no matter what happens in a wrestling match, you got the right tool to pull out.
The kid from Missouri, about to get him a national title.
I just try to hopefully can carry on the legacy of Ben and what he taught and show that it's effective and that anyone can be successful regardless of athleticism, body type, or really anything.